Welcome to the Artistic Mystic Muse channel. I'm Nancy, your mystical muse. Forgive me, I've got some plant medicine today in due to spring coming, pollen, allergies, that kind of thing. So for those of you who are dealing with that, blessings to you and healing. Um, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, like, share, leave a comment. I'm just grateful you're all here. This message is for the collective for the beginning of April 2022. So let's get started. Anything else you need to know about um, plant medicine, some of the card decks I'll be using, and so forth are below, as well as my website where you can find my gemstone jewelry, schedule a reading. So today we have the crown, the golden crown, and this talks about a couple of things: honoring the beauty, the purity, the light that's within you, the divinity within you, connecting to your higher self, God, the universe, source, getting in alignment. And it's followed by surrender, surrendering to what is going on. And this card is a 14, which is a 5 in numerology. It talks about change. So going with the flow of those changes, as well as the surrender, which is a 31, which is a 4, which talks about stability, groundedness, foundation that's going to help guide you. And the other part of this is standing in your integrity, knowing who you are, mm, what, standing up for yourself, what you believe in, but also entertaining those beliefs and differences that others have from you. It doesn't mean you can't agree to disagree, but standing in your own truth, doing what's right for you. With that, we have the soul. So this is about, again, the alignment. I'm getting the chakras, which are the energy centers within the body. The back of the card says, practice good soul care. The quality of our outer life is always dependent on the quality care we give to our soul. So how are you connecting with yourself, with nature, with the universe? That's really important. It's being stressed this month. Gratitude, showing gratitude for all things each day. We've got a beautiful day here today. It's the winds of change are about, um, grateful for all those things that you have. And the more you appreciate and show gratitude, the more blessings that come in. It says, be thankful. A grateful heart is like a magnet, drawing toward it a wealth of abundance. So again, the more gratitude you show for everything, whether you label it good or bad is kind of irrelevant. What you might consider the bad are those lessons and things to help you grow, but showing gratitude for those challenges. Partnership. This talks about partnerships with others as well as your partnership with your higher self, your soul, and the divine. Those are, by being in alignment, those are being nurtured and supported. It says God speaks to us through people. We are ambassadors of grace for one another. So how you model your love and holding space, having grace for others who are on their paths are different than ours, is all part of that idea of oneness and unity consciousness. So whether that's a partnership in loving and showing care for yourself, showing love and holding grace, like I said, for others who are struggling in their path, that's all part of that. And we can model that within ourselves. That's how we help create an example for others. So that's being acted upon. We're being asked to act upon that so that we can receive. When we show our gratitude and we are in alignment and coming from a place of love, those energies go out, and everything is energy, and so it helps bring those blessings of abundance into us. It says when we open ourselves to others, we open ourselves up to the abundance of the universe. Beautiful messages today. You are embarking on a new beginning. 2022 is all about new beginnings. Granted, there are some maybe what we view setbacks, but it's all part of the process that needs to unfold. Coming from a place of love that gives us balance, reciprocity, which is a 6. It's also going with the flow, like infinity, creating that balance on the scale. So love above all things. Yes, to deal with the changes that are surrounding us, whether it's within our own life or global, because there certainly are global changes. And leadership. How are you leading by example, right? We have that from the one of my favorite decks is The Universe Has Your Back, by Gabby Bernstein, I believe. It says the key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. So that's part of the surrendering, is that you surrender to the unknown. A lot of times what you think you need, the universe has a much better idea of what that is than we do. So you're being asked to trust and surrender so that those things may unfold for you. Bottom of the deck, when I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. So focusing on yourself, getting yourself in alignment, your own connectivity, is how you show love for yourself, and that love then resonates out to the rest of humanity. And I'm getting the card under that. They said, take this. It's for the dragonfly. The dragonfly is all about transformation, but also adaptability. They have abilities to stop in midair, change direction immediately. So that helps towards transforming things. Um, Sometimes that stop to hover is also to observe what's going on, what's triggering you, what message you're being given. An example is something that maybe irritates you might be something you need to work on within yourself. It can also be like I had a perfect example the other day, how I needed to then stop and protect my boundaries with people, um, and know that it's okay to speak up and not be afraid to let someone know that um, something they're doing or saying is not okay with my boundaries, my personal boundaries. And maybe it's because they need to learn to set their own with others. Just as an example. We also have be proud. We got the peacock, which talks about the third eye connecting to intuition. It says it's time to celebrate all that you have achieved, all that you are, and all that you will become. Every once in a while, it's important to stop and acknowledge what you've achieved and to be proud. It's not necessarily saying dwell on the past, but it is saying that look how far you've come, right? In the expansion of your journey and of your soul and of yourself. So it's important to acknowledge that it's not easy here on planet Earth. Um, so be sure that you're acknowledging that. And that's a way of showing yourself love and connecting with yourself. Um, Hang on, there's a bottom of the deck for this somewhere. Here we go. Yeah, believe. And look, the heart chakra is opened up. So everything's needs to come from a place of love. And it's connecting with your crown, your divinity, with consciousness, Christ consciousness. So make sure that you believe in yourself and you believe in the possibilities of what can be, not what is, but sometimes you have to take it is what it is. But what I mean is, um, there was an early reading I did. Spirit was telling us to focus on what we want, not what we don't want. Believe in what's possible. And it says the force that works through your soul, determining what's possible or impossible, the differences between success over a failure, and above all, who you are, is the power of your belief. So shifting that mindset. We have oneness, which talks about this is unity consciousness, Christ consciousness. We've got the planet involved here, coming from a place of that we're all knowing we're all interconnected, and the things that we choose to do, the thoughts, the actions, they impact the whole planet. It's energy that's sent out in those thoughts, in those words, in those actions. Divine light work, doing the work, healing yourself, healing the planet, is all part of a much bigger and greater plan. And they're showing me that we've got this download, this connectivity again to your higher self, the soul part that signed up to come down here to do the work. Past life experience, using those experiences. Some of them may have been tough. I mean, I can speak for that. But what did they teach you? What kind of wisdom did it help create for you that you can now work from or use to help you in your daily life? And we've got spirals here, which talks about the cycles. Sometimes we repeat cycles because it's something we haven't healed yet, we haven't learned yet or mastered yet. But the past life experience is what's going to help guide you. And hopefully you're looking at it from a different perspective. Experience is a good teacher of that. So how can we expand? It says you are the rainbow bridge. How are you going to bridge the past to create the new future, the new part of your journey? And the rainbow ties into the chakras, to the energy, enlightenment, and connectivity, and finding joy. Finding joy. She's on a swing. But yes, you have to learn to forgive yourself, forgive the past. Remember, they were lessons to help get you to where you are now. And forgiving others who are currently on their own journeys that you encounter that you may not agree with, but just remember, everyone's on their own path. They're where they're supposed to be at that point in time. You don't have to agree with it, but forgive them because they are learning just as you are, just as I am. Beautiful uncaging, opening that heart of yours, having compassion for yourself, going in life with grace, to expand your heart, expand the love, so that it makes you feel great and full. You have a full cup, and yeah, it overflows. And there's kind of like wings, whether it's divinity or butterflies of transformation. We have enlightenment. Your cup overflows spiritually, physically, emotionally, mentally, when you come from a place of love, when you come into alignment, when you surrender to what unfolds for you every day. Anything of the past, you're to let it go. Anything that bothers you, identify it, see if you can heal it, move, but to let it go. Don't dwell on it, because it's not meant for that. It's helping you when you release, letting go. This is a 6. It helps you bring you into balance. And we've got the heart again. So coming from love is a big theme here in April. And bottom of the deck, it talks about a merry motive. You may have lots of ideas, things you want to do, intentions, but again, it's picking one and coming from integrity, right? You don't have to do them all at once, but make sure that when you do your thoughts or your actions, that they are, you know what the intention is, and making sure it's coming from a higher place, coming from a place of love. Yeah. Okay. We also have boundaries. Where do you need established better boundaries? I was just talking about that. It's okay to have boundaries. It is okay to voice your displeasure of things that don't resonate with you, or that impact your set of personal boundaries, that impact the love you have for yourself. And if that means speaking up, or putting up kind of a wall of sorts, but letting someone know that it's not okay. If it's also learning to cut things out that help bring you peace and keep you in alignment, whether that's situations, experiences, or people, where do you need to set stronger boundaries so that, you're showing first love for yourself, self-love, but it also actually is a way of showing love to others, knowing what your boundaries are, what you will and will not tolerate. And if they don't respect that, or it doesn't resonate for them, they aren't meant to stay around, so to speak. Getting grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. How staying grounded is what helps you stay in this place of alignment. We've got, it's not Buddha, but they're in a Buddha pose. Buddha's actually over here. But getting grounded, whether you meditate, pray, you get exercise, walk in nature, yoga, whatever it is you need to do, to stay grounded. Because then when you're grounded, you're coming from your center, you're coming from alignment. And that helps you deal with the bombardment of, daily experiences. Proceeding softly. My inner power grows in moments of quietude. So again, they're emphasizing, how are you showing self-care? How are you getting quiet during your day? Releasing and coming into stillness. Releasing those things of the day, which are important. and looking deeper. Deep within me is majestic radiance. And this goes back to this card again, honoring the divinity in you, acknowledging, what you've been through, the strength you've shown, the compassion you've shown for not only yourself, but for others, but looking deeper within yourself. How can you create and foster more of that? Beautiful. Yeah, and it also helps you with manifesting your dreams of abundance. We've got a cornucopia on the bottom. So I'm also going to go to, my deck for the keys to the 13 universal laws. If you're interested, the deck's down below. It's fun to pull a card. You don't have to have any special experience with this, but it does assist you in daily growth. And they're based on the universal laws that govern everything. 13 being the law of love. It governs everything. It's the basis of everything. So let's see what they have to say for this reading for the collective for April 2022. Whoa, we got a number of messages. Bottom of the deck is universal law of evolution. This is how we evolve, right? Is continuing to grow, continuing to expand. Universal law of free will. You have a choice in everything, even the small things, from what toothpaste you choose to the types of products you use to help the environment or not, how you choose to respond, the thoughts you choose to respond with. So you have free will. We also have it's the key to your path and purpose is love and your choices. Key to commitment. What are you committing to? I hope you're committing to love, self-love, and love for all things, right? And communicating those intentions, those feelings, because it's the key to your abundance. Abundance can be just finding joy, can be being at peace. How is that going to, play out for you? So take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Feel free to reach out either on YouTube. My link to my website's down below. I would love to work with you if you'd like a reading. If my readings tend to be an hour. If you want something shorter, drop me a line and we'll coordinate something. So blessings to you all and have a great day.